Hello, welcome to Educated with Oil. I'm your hostess, Ronette Branham, here to offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. This is the night before Thanksgiving, and I am so thankful uh, for this new year. Another year has come, and this is my second Thanksgiving. So hopefully, some people decide to log in. I'm trying to email a few people, so give us a few seconds, see if somebody's going to come in or not. Um, but I'm excited about this new year, this Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for. We have so much to be thankful for, and I am just excited about what's happening. Give me 1 second, people. Uh, Trying to send out a few texts. So I can get started. Hopefully I get, somebody, JK. Let me see who. 1 second. Nobody's here yet, so I got a couple of minutes that I could play with. I'm not sure if someone's good, JK. Let me. Hmm. Who's that? Okay. Give me a second. Maybe some. Give me a second. I'm almost done. Nobody's here yet. I know it's 2 minutes in already. I'm about to get started. Uh, About to get started. One more second. Trying to. Okay, and it's hot in here. Okay. Um. Okay. Let me tell. Okay. So. Again, welcome to Education with Oil. I am your hostess, Ronette Brad. I'm here to offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. Thanksgiving is a time anybody could discuss being thankful. You do not have to be a teacher to be thankful. You can be thankful no matter where you are, no matter what you're in. We have the Bible talks about um, for everything God created is good and nothing is to be rejected if it's received with thanksgiving because it is consecrated by the word of God in power, in prayer, consecrated by the word of God and prayer. And enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. We have so many scriptures, so many gratitude scriptures, so many things to be thankful for. And I am appreciative because without God, I don't think I could do anything. I know I can't. I need his direction. And even in school today, I don't know who that is viewing. Hi. So anyway, thank you. I had, I always talk about my school year and what's happening with my school year, and it has been a rough year. I had to take a break, regroup, and see what it is I should be doing, what I should be doing, why I should be doing it, why I am doing what I'm doing. 1 second, I forgot to turn on these lights, or they actually went off. So it's just sorry about that. That's a little bit much. Okay, so just to be thankful. So today was my first observation at my new school. I don't know how it went. If it went well, didn't seem to be okay. I let me shine through. I'm always going to be me no matter what it is I do. So that's just something that we could be thankful for. That we know who we are. We know who we are and what we do, what we are called to do. We have to be um, stand up, secure in who we are, and then that way it's easier to be thankful for what we have and you know what we come across, what things are in our life. Because if we stand up secure on who we are, then we'll know what is good and what is not good, what comes from God and what is something else. So you'll know. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful even for the struggle, even if it didn't come from God. I'm thankful for the struggle because I want to learn something from it. I had to learn a lot this year. It took me a minute. Probably other people didn't. You wouldn't think it took a minute because 2 months is really not that long. But I had to regroup and I had to think about who I am and what I'm called to do on my job. What I'm called to do, is this my calling or not? If this is my calling, then I should be able to walk in ease in it. So I am thankful that I'm able to walk in my calling daily. I know I'm a teacher no matter what. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I'm able to see, okay, this is what I'm called to do. So let me just teach. Don't struggle with all the outside stuff. Just teach. And so I'm able to see with different eyes when I know who I am. So if you know who you are, what you're called to do, you may not. Again, we always talk about we don't know what we're called to do. So find some place to serve, find somebody to help, someplace to do something, use your hands. I remember I had a pastor that I grew up with. Was praying for me, and she was like, whatever her hands find to do, let her do it. And so that's what happened to me. That's how I found out what my calling was, really, by doing things. I knew working with kids was what I was called to do. So just being called, walking in it, is just a blessing. So again, today was my observation. I just had to do what it is I do. I have students who are speak another language. Some were able to catch on, some weren't. I was able to translate some things to them. So that is a blessing. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for I have a new grandson. It's my grandson's son. So call it what you want, but that's what it is. That's who I am. And I'm appreciative to that. So this is what I think. I have to know who I am, what I'm called to do. Then I'm able to see what I should be thankful for, why I should be thankful because I'm walking in it. And that's pretty cool to do. Thanksgiving is a time for us to reflect. It's a time for us to, reflect on our year, reflect on what we have, all that kind of stuff. It helps us to be better when we reflect and thank God for what it is that we're doing. So again, we could take this time and be thankful. I know we get with our family, we say what we're thankful for. We're thankful for our family, we're thankful for our car, our job, all that thing, all those type things. But I'm thankful to God for what He is, how He's opening my eyes, how He's letting me see where I should be, what I should be doing. So that's something that I think we all can take time to do, is take time to see. So I have another scripture where the Bible talks about Philippians 4:6-7, where he talks about do not be anxious for about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So that's what I had to do even in teaching. I'm a teacher. This is for teachers, and a lot of times teachers can get together and complain about what's happening in our school, what's happening in our district. We could get together as parents and complain about what's happening with our school districts. But we're at the time right now where we can just be thankful for what we see and what we know, And as far as education is concerned, there was a time when my people weren't able to be able to read. So I'm thankful for that, to be able to be a teacher, to teach students how to read. That is so awesome. I've been teaching students phonics and learning spelling patterns even this week. And I was so excited when students were able to read using the words that we learned this week. That is something, I don't know if we take that kind of stuff for granted, that we're teachers and we are coming in to teach, right? And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, we're teaching somebody something, and then here it is. We act like it's not. We act all nonchalant. But I was so excited. My students were learning. How you doing, LaShawn? I see you. I don't see you, but I see your note. Um, Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you ever wanna, if somebody's on here and they want to have a comment, or they want to join in the conversation about being thankful, because we have so much to be thankful for right now. I'm excited, even just I'm thankful for this, because no matter what I say, what I do on here, it's here permanently unless I delete it. But that doesn't mean somebody can't download it. Or I putting out information where a teacher needs some help about resting, putting themselves first, or learning how to teach a curriculum with fidelity, learning how to teach a student whatever, how to teach, that it's here. And so I'm thankful they could come looking if they're searching for a coach. I'm here. So that is something to really be thankful for. I'm excited even about that, because when I was a child, again, this technology wasn't here. And so just this is awesome. And I'm not taking any of this for granted. Whether I reach somebody today, I went back and looked at the episode when my daughter was on. We had maybe 2 or 3 viewers when she was there, if we had that many. And I went back and looked at the episode. 277 people tuned in to see what she had to say. So that is awesome. It's forever there. Somebody has forever. I'm pretty sure somebody downloaded that. People had questions. And so that is something to be excited about, to be thankful for, that your voice is heard. Somebody is listening, and I appreciate that. And I'm just trying to see. Uh, Again, if you have anything that you could think of that you may have been complaining about, that you could look back now and be thankful for it. Again, my job, I can look back at complaining, uh, frustrated with it. But I can look back today, stand where I am today, and be grateful and thankful for that job and the impact I'm making on students, the impact I'm making in the rooms that I walk in. You know, and when people come in my room, in my space, the impact I'm making, and I know I'm making an impact, and I am thankful for that. When I look at even just like my daughter running for the board of education, she didn't win, but she made a great impact. That's something to be thankful for, because she did that. She was a contender. She was actually a contender. She could have easily beat one of the other two who actually won, if they not been aligned with the person, uh, that was the top winner. And so it's just little things that we can look at and we can see and we can say, wow, this is where I am, and I am so happy to be here. And let me see. I was thinking, even little things like the groups I'm in. I'm in the the live book read every morning at 7 o'clock. That's something to be thankful for, because if I didn't have those people, a lot of books I would not have read. A lot of books I would not have read. I'm reading books that are making a difference, an impact, transforming my life. You know, I'm making a difference there. I'm making a difference in so many so many things. And again, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Uh, Let me see. I was nervous about going to a new school, but I'm really glad that I came where I am. I'm really glad that I got out of where I was and had made a change. That's something exciting. That's something exciting that something to think about. So just think about this is what I want to say today. I don't know how long I should be here. I'm not sure, but this is one thing I want people to understand, and something that I want to get across today is that think about what, like I said earlier, think about something that you complained about, that you were tired of, frustrated in, and look at where you are today and see if you could look at it and say, I'm really thankful for that situation. I'm really thankful for where I am right now, because those situations, those things made you, and they made you stand up into who you are, made you recognize and see who you are. Thank you. Thank you, Mariano. Thank you for joining. I'm excited. I'm thankful that you even showed up. Yes, I am. And we just think about those things. Like I said, I have a new grandson. That's something to be thankful for. You don't plan for different things, and then things are here, and you're like, wow, if he wasn't here, I don't even know what it would be like. He's a new baby. And so I'm thankful for that. And just to know that God is directing us and He's ordering our steps, we could be thankful for that and walk in it and then be proud. So I don't want to keep saying the same thing. I just want to know that, want everyone to know that there are situations that frustrate us. There are situations that cause us to be really upset and uptight. But if we step back and say, God, well, who am I? Who should I be? Why am I here? Then as we do that, we'll be able to look around us and say, oh, I'm thankful for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that hardship because it made me stronger. And that way, if I'm stronger, I'm able to walk in what I'm supposed to walk in. I'm a stronger teacher than I was today than I was last year. As I changed, when I was teaching one grade for 10 years, I was a strong, mighty teacher. I said, and then I changed into something that was unfamiliar. And now I look at myself today. I'm thankful for that change. I'm thankful for that frustration, for that trial of learning a new position. Then I've changed 3 times since then. And this what I'm doing right now. Whew, it gave me headache after headache after headache. Now I don't have a headache. I'm good. I'm just like, whatever, I got this. With God on my side, I have this. And now I could walk in it. And I'm teaching. My students were so happy today, this week. You don't understand. They can see your joy. Whoever you work for, they can see your joy. It's going to flow through you if you have joy for what you're called to do. And I don't see how you could be called to do something you have joy from it. I don't see it. But your students or the people who you are coaching or you're talking to or whatever it is, they can see your joy and then they get happy. My students so happy to work this week. I mean, they're learning words and they're happy to write. I remember when kids didn't want to write. They didn't want to do anything. Like, I don't want to. My hand hurts. They were so excited. Even today, they had to write summaries. Some people couldn't write. I had to remember. My boss was talking to me about the can do descriptors, what the students can do right now. They don't speak English, and then they don't speak English, they can't read. And so how are they going to give me a summary of the stories, right? They can draw. So I had 4 students who they wanted to draw. I said, first you write, because you can write, and then you can draw. And so they were excited to write. The students were excited to draw out the story. They were just happy to work and to learn, and I was excited. They got that uh flow, that spirit flowing from me, because I was excited to see them work, and they were excited to perform for me, and they were excited to actually do work and say, I learned this. So even writing words, and they were giving me long A words, they were so happy to give me answers. I learned this week. I learned that this week. I learned this word. And it just was exciting. And I'm thankful for that. I'm talking about just 4 weeks ago, I was frustrated with this whole job. I didn't know what. I'm like, I have to start working on my exit plan. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. What is my plan from here? Because this is not working. I did make some plans, and I'm happy about that because uh, what I'm called to do is ready to move to the next level of this thing. Coaching, of course, but there's other things in education where I can impact more people. People talking about how come certain people make more money than others, and it's because of the amount of people. I read somewhere the amount of people that you impact, that is how you determine your salary. I'm a teacher. I impact 48 students. 48. I have two classes every day, and I impact 48 students. If you're the principal, I don't want to be a principal. If you're the principal, you impact 500 to 600 students, whatever your population is in your school. So I'm moving up to the next level, and I'm grateful that this frustration caused me to branch out. The frustration caused me to look into something else to do, um, and I'm excited about that. I really am. So this is a time to sit back and reflect, see what it is we're doing, what we're called to do. Again, I don't want to keep saying the same thing. I'm just excited about this new season, this new year, what's happening. And if you have something that you're thankful for, you can just write it really quick. I'm not sure who's still there, who's not. People are jumping in and jumping out. That's exciting too. You know, some people checking out who was that sent me that message. And some people, if you are a subscriber, maybe you've gotten a message. And I apologize even for Monday. Monday I had so much going on. That's the first time it ever slipped my mind. So at around 7 o'clock, I was like, oh my goodness, I missed my show. So I made it for today, and I'm thankful that you know I'm here. I'm here. This is it's something that I'm excited about, and it's been about a year and a half, and I'm still here. And again, this is a great season, so I don't want to prolong it and keep saying the same thing, but just think about this is what I'm going to leave you with. Think about something that frustrated you, something that stressed you out, something that you were complaining about, and take a look at who you are, who you're called to be. Think about that. And then watch, you can look at that whole situation with gratitude, with thanksgiving. Like, Lord, I thank you for that. That made me move to the next level. That caused me to transform. And that is all we can ask. That's the least we could do is transform, by the power of God and because of our situations. So thank you for tuning in. I am your hostess, Ronette Branham, here to offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. And that is something that will cause you to be an effective teacher. If you're called to be a teacher and you're frustrated with your job, think about what you're called to do. Then you'll stand up differently. I promise you, you'll stand up differently. When you go to work, you'll be different because even if the administration is frustrating you, you'll be different once you think about who am I called to do this job? Then yes, let me do it. Let me do what I do. Let me teach how I know I should teach. And then it'll be good. Thank you again and have a blessed day. I appreciate anyone who tuned in tonight. Thank you.